Hello from North Vancouver. It's the end of day 4 of the BC bike race. I just wanted to update you on how it's going so far. So I guess we'll start at the beginning, day 1. That was over in Cumberland, and its main feature, I guess, was the temperature. It was so hot and kicked off what's been just a week of really high temperatures. Which is very unusual for British Columbia, but kind of neat because the conditions here are very much just like in SoCal. So lots of dust, lots of heat, and I think actually that helped me a little bit in the first stage. The climbs were very exposed and hot, combined with some really woodsy single track that was just like so rad. And I actually had the chance to pre-ride a little bit of that course because Gerhard's parents live in Cumberland and at Courtenay, and so I came up a little early and got to hang out with some really rad ladies in Cumberland, and yeah, so that was definitely one of my favorite stages so far, right off the bat. Finished the day in 5th, which was just great. A lot of people had really hard days that day. Some even opted not to continue the stage. It was that hard, so definitely a tough one. And then after cooling down and recovering as best we could, we moved on to Powell River. Powell River was a tough one for me. That's where last year I had some really bad luck and ended up slipping on a route actually and breaking my hand, ending my BC bike race. So it's funny, a few people asked if that was in my head at all, and I said no, but then it turned out actually it was actually a little tough for me out there. So I just took it slow and conquered all those demons and made it to the end safely, which was all I'd hoped for. So that was a 7th place finish for that day, and finally got to go into the beach and just cool off in the sea, which was kind of the vision from a year ago. So check. And we actually spent 2 nights in Powell River, which is lovely. The campsite's on the beach, amazing, so nice. And then day 3. Got to start the day in a unique way. I got selected to fly with Harbour Air, and our plane took a bit of a luxurious route as well. So my first time in a float plane, first of all, and then our pilot showed us a waterfall, and we ended up flying in formation with some other float planes that were out flying around. It was just like a really exciting way to start stage 3, which was the longest of the race at 59 kilometers, a ton of climbing. And just brutal, just more exposure, really hot, really dusty, just really took it out of racers. And on top of that, we also started a little bit later, so that cut our recovery time down a bit leading into stage 4, which was today. Wow. And it was awesome. There was so much amazing single track between Sechelt and Langdale. I couldn't even believe it. And then the last descent was like a 9-kilometer just rip through the woods. It was so unreal. I felt like Princess Leia. Yeah, and great finish, and then right onto the ferry back over here to Vancouver, where we are now. So that's the news from here.